Good morning, everyone. It is November the 11th, Veterans Day, Armistice Day. 11th month, 11th day, 11th hour is the history behind it. And what it does for us today, there will be parades in some cities, but the banks are closed. And when the banks are closed, it does impact the trading. We have really good volumes overnight, decent volumes at 242 in the E-mini and 272 in the note when I took a look at them about an hour ago. Normally, we expect about 150 or so in the note and about 120 in the E-mini, so volumes are higher. All the futures markets will be open today and we'll be trading, so we might have a good day, but typically it slows things down. So we'll have to be cognizant and aware of that. Probably the markets with the least opportunity today would be treasuries, just because of the banks are closed. Probably the market that will trade the closest to norms would be crude oil. Gold, probably a little less volatile than normal. Stock indexes could have some volatility today. So we'll approach the market with that in mind. Today's news, consumer sentiment, written like an Arab, 87.1, could come in lower than forecast. Baker Hughes rig count was 723 last week, could be higher this week. Direction of the E-mini. And the direction of the E-mini is probably the deciding factor today. Okay, I always take a look when I split the markets out at Frankfurt time and London time. And Frankfurt, right now, what the phenomenon we have overnight is that traders are there an hour early, are trading Frankfurt time, and that can often be the boundary. So right now, resistance starts at 20. We have a P when you put it all together. Market is pointed higher. We've got volume up at 25, so I'm going to put this 23, 27 as sell 1, and then 31, 31.03 for sell 2. If the E-mini crashes today, we don't want any part of the short side. Pretty simple. On the buy side, we have the bottom of value down here at 08, and we're at 18 right now, so 5 to 9. Buy 1, 29 to 01, buy 2. Put everything together when we're dealing with a B. There's your mom. Put all of this together. We're dealing with a B. So the pressure is still to the downside, but with a bank holiday and a pause day after the auction, maybe things will slow down today, and we'll have a fairly tight range. The world is playing treasuries like things are going to get back to normal. We'll hit our inflation goals. The Fed will be raising interest rates, and all markets go from despondency to euphoria, and they go back and forth. So they're probably overdoing it a little bit to the downside right now. But portfolios are being readjusted at the moment for higher interest rates, and everybody expects that the Fed will move in December. I believe it's December the 17th. Bullard yesterday says, hey, we're going to have an interest rate increase, but don't look for any after that. So the Fed's trying to have it their way. Remember last year they raised interest rates in December, and then they cautioned us that they may not raise them as fast as the futures markets were saying, and they only raised it once, and they haven't raised it since. So December, everybody pretty well, it's built in right now. Okay, we're at 5, so 8 to 12 is 1. 15 to 19, picking up this high right there, it'll be sell 1. 27 to 31, sell 2. And again, we don't want any part of the short side if the E-mini is being heavily sold. Got volume down here. Got the weighted volume average. We've got that. So 24, 28, 1, 1721 by 1, and 5 to 9 by 2. Major damage has been done to treasuries this week, so probably in for have a pretty good chance at consolidation now today. Didn't see that there was much news overnight. Hong Kong's market was down. China's and Japan's were up. In Europe, they were split. I forget which market was higher. Slips my memory. 2 of them were up, 1 of them was down. So again, that tends to yield trading ranges when we have split markets overnight. Remember, the United States market for equity markets is the dog, and the rest of the markets are the tail. So moves usually start here. They can end in London. Okay, looking at gold, pretty tight. If we slip out Frankfurt, you can see that London, this 58, 59 area right here, and then 62. So we'll put 59 to 61, sell 1, 64, 66, pretty much where we were yesterday. On the buy side, 50, 52, I think stops below 50. We're dealing with a B right now. And 45, 47. We've been talking about getting down to 50, stops below that for a couple of days. And I'll put a question mark at 55. Market could be a little stronger today. And gold tends to move and pause. It's pretty regular about that. Looking at the euro. Okay, again, if you do the Frankfurt split, KL, and you do the London split, you can see that this 109.15, 17 area, 109.25 is probably pretty good resistance on the upside. And the last rotate up stopped basically at 109 even. So this 109 even area, plus or minus, sell 1, then 15 to 25, sell 2. On the buy side, 75, then 50. Okay, looking at crude oil, November 30th, the market will have news spikes both ways. Disagreements between Saudi Arabia and Iran probably take it down. And then minor OPEC players talking about how everybody can get along and everybody is going to get along, etc. Can take us up. So that it'll probably tend to yield the trading range. So we got pretty good buying below 43.50. We got pretty good selling above 46. And if you look at this screen here, where we just look at the last 5 trading days, the seller's at 45.50. So 45.50, 46, and then 43.50 would be where we're pointed right now. Do like the short side a little better than the long side, because without an OPEC agreement, production cut back, the market is headed lower. More supply than demand. Is pretty simple. And there was an article out late yesterday afternoon showing that OPEC's collective production was like the highest ever, 33.85 million barrels per day. So talk is cheap. Actually doing something about it is pretty expensive. And so the talk is cheap is the way that they're playing it right now. We've got a B right here. Putting all of this together as you move out of the middle. we've got another B right here. So we've got a low volume number at 43.75. 43.50, 43.75 by 1. 43 even, 43 1/4 by 2. 44 1/4, 44.50, sell 1. 44.75, 45 even, sell 2. So all the numbers are a little lower this morning. And last but not least, the E-mini. Everybody's favorite market, and hopefully they'll let the market sell on some days, the Fed, so we can get the requisite volatility we need where you can make some really, really good money. And so your trading methodologies reward you as opposed to 6 to 8 handle point initial balance periods. Okay, this breakout from 44. So remember yesterday 44, 48 was support. Right now we've got support at 50 to 52, a little bit higher. So first buy is 50, 52. And then second buy will be 45 to 47. So basically we like the 45 to 50 area. On the sell side, 64, 66 is where it is right now. Then I think we can get through that, to 70, then we're back up to 74. 75 basically for sell 2. Bias is still to the upside. Remember the Dow made new record highs yesterday and a record close. So, and in uncertain times, the Dow will lead. You don't get fired for having Dow stocks in your portfolio. And then the other indexes catch up. So we'll see if we catch up today in the E-mini. Okay, it will take a bit for me to get everything up and posted. I'll get busy on that. Back with you as soon as possible.